this tweet, do rack, never buying them all. If I can't afford to gift wrap, done in your foreign car. You keep riding with the tag. You heard you wrote the other name, we are not the same. Couple thousand in my pocket, that's pocket. Shit, rubber bands on my arm, this is not for play. I put 20 on the crib, but you cop a chain. I know they hated and love it, hated and love. I love when they hate it, love when they hate it. Was living baby. No. Haters on the other side, we up between the lines. Oh, I got the main switch, made it through some evil time. Late night on some people time. Oh, this bright, I need the light. I can't like to see the light. Free time. Brainstorm, you can assume what your chains on. I can see none with the lights off. Cat, you been the main one. Coolin' when I got my mains on. Show money, but those are the same ones. I've been told you that it was game on. Been winning since I was on game one. Go. Telling me how to live like you made me. Girl, dumb, and I blame you made me. Much longer than a grown-up baby. Step crazy and new Mercedes. Thinking that's 550. Yeah, 5 seats to the kids in there. Prime steak on my dinner plate. Like she died for the dinner wet. Flex up, never playing. Just up, never let up, never ever let up. Tell my fam get wet up. Go, won't let up. Never ever. Haters on the other side, be up between the lines. Oh, I got the main switch, made it through some evil time. Late night on some people time. Oh, this brother, I need the line. I can't like to see the line. Free time.
Sweaty solid till you put that heat on nice. We was supposed to shine, now we looking like the city lights. Heard that boy was switching up, tell him he gon' need advice. If you still around, you still by me, and you did me right. And I told him that's a strong bet. Whole team winning, yeah, we all set. And we ain't really in that if you ain't on that. No, once you give me the same love, I give it all back. And be the ones you don't expect to have it out for you. Even when I was down bad, I was down for you. Even if I ain't have it, bro, you had it too. I don't be feeling like that vibe is compatible. Okay, make no mistakes, now the boys don't mess around. Yeah, I'm flawless, I'm great, you should come and out. I'ma do what it takes, long as they don't take me out. Couple rules finna break, till things straighten out. Yeah, this is brand new, yeah, up on me, she up on me. Watch your mans too, separate your homie from your fan. Keep your hand due, but they still a rock from your hand. Keep some dead moves, if they tryna stick me for some dice. Everybody swear they solid till you put that heat on nice. We was told to shine, now we looking like the city lights. Heard that boy was switching up, tell him he gon' need advice. If you still around, you still by me, yeah, you did me right. Now they mad at you. Shit was bad, so we did what we had to do. They be corny, they still posted on that avenue. Been on our grind, took our time like a sabbatical. Rather be realer than fake. The ones that made it out, rather be early than late. Favorites go waited out, yeah, they know that we crazy. Know they all gon' hate us now. If they ain't in my face, tell them niggas watch they mouth work. Everybody swear they solid till you put that heat on nice. We was told to shine, now we looking like the city lights. Heard that boy was switching up, tell him he gon' need advice. You still around, you still by me, yeah, you did me right. And I told him that's a strong bet. Whole team winning, yeah, we all set. And we ain't really in it that if you ain't on that. No, once you give me the same love, I give it all back. And be the ones you don't expect to have it out for you. Even when I was down bad, I was down for you. Even if I ain't have it, bro, you had it too. I don't be feeling like that vibe is compatible.
I'll lay you to rest in pieces. No picture on a t-shirt, like you never.
Let's see. All right, y'all know what it is. I ain't got no money, so don't come for me. You know how I go. If you come sue me, all you're going to get is bills. That's all you're going to get. You can't get blood out of a rock. I'm just letting you know. So with that said, we about to start. Dang it, my window closed. Oh no. What the hell did I just do? Good grief.
Let's get it. Green light, let's get it. I'm the FIFA, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. Win. I'm on 10.
What's up? It's me. I'm sitting up here. I closed my whole goddamn window. I'm so mad about that. Give me a second here. It's always a struggle in this bitch. It's me, Kisu. Before I begin anymore, let me go ahead and do what I do. I hope y'all can hear me. So here we go. Oh shit.
Hello. Hi.
And
Hello, motherfucker.
so as you all know, I'm still, working on things, trying to enhance shit and stuff, but whatever. Give me just a moment so I can get my newsreel up because I don't know what the hell happened right there. It's some shit. It's some shit going on, and that's all I want to let y'all know. There we go. Got my windows open, and now I need to open another window because I am not about to let this one story go. I really wanted to report that too because sometimes, getting health stuff is not that easy. All right, there we go. Just move that. All right, there we go. So with that, like my homeboy John said, I need to start with the tea. So let's begin with the tea. Give me just a moment. Here we go. God dang it, this damn tea.
And then the smoke got me.
All right, so why the internet? I don't even know who the hell Liam Payne is, real talk. Oh, yeah, they do One Direction. I don't listen to that kind of music. I'm sorry, for real. I really don't. Hey, Terry. I really don't be listening to that kind of music, so I don't know who the hell he is, really. Give me a second. I need to recalibrate. I know I just restarted my computer so I wouldn't have these problems. Why the hell? It's always a struggle. Give me a second here. I'm just, like I said, I'm a tech head at heart. I'm going to get on with this thing, but they apparently are trying to connect him with Diddy. So what the hell kind of hold does this Diddler have on people? Honestly, I didn't know any of their names. I really don't follow like pop music. I don't like any kind of, I promise you, you can hate me if you want to. That's my damn choice. I can not like pop, if I want to. And I don't like pop. I don't like J-pop, K-pop, H-pop, Z-pop, 1-pop, 2-pop, whatever pop. I don't like pop. Okay? Hip hop, whatever. I don't like it. Anyways, if you hear like a loud rumbling and shit, there's a giant elephant above me. I'm just letting y'all know. I swear to God, I think she fell one time. If she do it harder, I swear to God, this roof is gonna go in, and then I'm gonna be homeless all over again. Oh, well, I'll be in my car for real. Probably with some extra people in it, bitch, because that's a heavy motherfucker up there. Anyways, in the wake of One Direction singer Liam Payne's October 16th death, rest in power, sir. Many fans are trying to make sense of this unexpected passing, and some are using the Diddler to do it. We'll explain. Y'all really reaching. Everybody is mad at the Diddler, I guess. With both men now in the news cycle, the latter for his shocking federal indictment on charges of racketeering, ex-trafficking, and engaging in interstate transportation for prostitution. Ooh, you have a lovely record, sir. An old clip of Payne talking about the Diddler on BBC's The Graham Norton Show from 2017 has resurfaced. In it, the What Makes You Beautiful singer recounts the first time he met the bad boy mogul and Jay-Z at a party. Ooh, that is not a nice combination. Both of them together, oh, you poor baby. Though it isn't clear if he's referencing one of the Diddler's famous all-white parties or something different. Great. I have never been to an all-white party. I had wanted to go to one, not the Diddlers, ones that are usually in my city. But you know what? I'm good. I'll just go to an all-black one. Shit, fuck that. I guess everything's opposite. So the all-black one should be very clean and proper, and I can go home at a normal time and not have like a case or some shit. I'm just saying. Explaining how he didn't know which one to approach first and went with introducing himself to the Diddler first because he'd seen him in the 2010 film Get Him to the Greek. You fucked that movie up for me, you jackass. Payne went on to say that he introduced himself. Diddler gave him an evil laugh as they shook hands. I sat there looking into the Diddler's eyes like, when is this going to end? He said at the time. You pull your hand back, because obviously this man don't know how he has, touching issues. That's what got him in trouble. All the touching issues. He touches too damn much. Bastard. Anyways, as noted by the Radar Online in another interview the same year on an Australian radio show, Payne recounted the same incident, telling the host of his experience with Diddler. As I shook his hand, he just chuckled, the most evil laugh that I've ever heard. So I'm a little bit fearful of that man. Join the club. We got a whole community that knew about his ass before this hit. I'm just saying, we already knew about this dude. He took his shades off again in that Supercat video, and I already knew it was a done deal. Stay the fuck away from that one. Ugh. Then he opened his mouth, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus, it got worse. Anyways, Liam was put off considerably when he met Diddler for the first time. Liam is now unalive. I don't think that is coincidental. Just putting that out there, wrote one Twitter user. Not me, so don't come for me. Rumor is Liam Payne was about to testify against the Diddler in 3 weeks. Is this true? Another theorized. They said it, not me. To be clear, there has been no official reporting that Liam was officially named as a witness in the Diddler's case. Liam went to a Diddler party. He got laughed at, says he was fearful of the Diddler, and Liam sees Jay-Z and DiCaprio. Ooh, yeah, I could see DiCaprio there. Fast forward, Diddler arrested. Attorney Tony Busby, your last name sucks, sir, announces 120 new lawsuits coming out, naming names involved. Liam falls out a window. Did he fall or get silenced? Commented another user. Why the fuck was he near a window? I honestly don't know what the hell's going on with this dude, because I don't like pop music and I'm just not into celebrity stuff like that. He fell out a window? Why was he near a window? Why was the window open? It's kind of, wait, it's hot down there, ain't it? I don't care. Put on an air conditioner. Why are you near a window? I don't even want to freaking look out a window if it ain't got a screen. Fuck. Anyways, Liam Payne deleted himself. Did the Diddler give him experience he couldn't deal with, or was he about to reveal something? A 31-year-old with the world at his feet is an odd one, said another. According to Day, Payne unalived on Wednesday, October 16th, after falling from the third-floor balcony of a hotel in Argentina. Prior to his unaliving, the hotel staff called 911 minutes before a report an aggressive man who could be under the influence of drugs or alcohol, though he did not specify if Liam was the man in question. In a press release sent to the Associated Press, authorities also stated that a series of substances were seized from the musician's room, which would prove a previous situation of alcohol and drug consumption. Payne's official autopsy said that the singer died of polytrauma and internal and external bleeding. Okay, so basically he fell down and he bled everywhere. That's layman's term. He fell down and bled everywhere. And he ceased to exist, unfortunately. And they're trying to connect this with the Diddler. If you get it connected with him, great. That's all I'm gonna say. Fuck. I don't care anymore. The motherfucker is like a step under fucking the turd, the orange turd. So at this point, I'm just like, fuck, I give up. I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore. If he, whatever, if you get to connect it, connect that shit. I don't care. I'm not gonna cape for no damn pervert. I'm sorry. I don't do that. I don't like perverts. So if you a pervert, I'm gonna be mad as hell if all my numbers go down. That means a bunch of perverts just been sitting up here staring at me. But I can understand, but at the same time, you got to get bored after a while. You got to either get bored or be interested in what I'm saying. So if my numbers go down to like 5, then the rest of y'all are perverts. I'm just saying. Because I don't like and I don't cape, and I swear to gosh, what the fuck? Ooh, a spider. Hold on, give me a second here. Hell no, I got arachnophobia. Die. I hope it's dead. Oh, that was scary. Oh shit. Did that motherfucker get on me? Oh shit, give me a second here. Because I will literally die right here on this thing if that motherfucker got on me. No, I don't think he got on me. Ooh, Lord, that was scary as hell. Anyways, I'm about to put my commercial on, and like I said, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe, share, get the word out. I'm trying to get the actual word woke back, because the shit they use, it ain't right. Anyways, here we go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Next story, just letting you know, it's fucked. Here we go. Woo-hoo.
Now to some more disturbing allegations. They're emerging against a substitute teacher in Minnesota. He's accused of putting a student on the floor in front of the class and reenacting the murder of George Floyd. This allegedly happened at a high school in the suburbs of Minneapolis. And these are photos provided by a student to our local affiliate, Care 11. NBC News correspondent Tremaine Lee joins us now. Tremaine, the photos are disturbing. I mean, what happened here?
Disturbing is one word to put it. This substitute teacher is actually an off-duty police officer. Students at this high school tell our affiliate Care News that in the reenacting of George Floyd's murder, he was trying to prove that the restraint used was actually not what killed him. Mind you, this is about 20 miles from where George Floyd was killed. These students and this whole school community shocked.
These are not the only allegations, by the way, this substitute teacher is facing, right?
Oh, it gets worse. So the reenactment of George Floyd's murder was bad, but over the course of a number of English classes, students say that he put another student on the ground and twisted their arm behind their back, that he told sexist jokes, that he described sexual assault crimes in explicit detail. That in another case, he said that police would make the best criminals because they know how to get away with stuff.
Can I ask, Jermaine? I mean, no student should have to witness or be subjected to this, no matter who they are, no matter what color their skin. What have the parents said? I mean, what does the community say?
Certainly, the parents are shocked. If you notice from those video, the images we saw, that student on the ground was a black student, and in such proximity to where George Floyd was killed, certainly a community and a state and a nation that have been traumatized by those events. And so this entire community is in an uproar. The school district immediately trespassed him from the school. He's no longer allowable school property. But again, he's a police officer in the neighboring state. He's been placed on administrative duty.
It's just so hard to wrap our minds around what we saw in that photo and then what you just described. Tremaine Lee, thank you very much for your reporting. Thanks, Tremaine.
I'm telling you right now, this shit is sick. Seriously, that is fucking sick. How are you going to do that? And why are you a substitute teacher? You're a fucking you're a police officer. Why are you out there doing that? And what made you think that the shit you pulled was warranted? I'm telling y'all right now, I'm so sick of y'all goddamn people acting like you can do whatever the fuck you want. This has to be the ends of time, that you motherfuckers are not getting like fired. You don't need to be on administrative leave, sir. You need to be fired. You have no right to be going around fucking with people, other people's kids. It's not your job. It's not your job. And I hope you go to jail. I really do. I hope someone arrests you for that, because something's got to be illegal about that shit. That's all I got to say. But like I said, this is the fuckery. This is the fuckery, and I'm letting y'all know about it. So let's move on, because, I got some more. So black men are coveted, somewhat movable. So Voting Block 7 told us how they plan to vote. Lord have mercy. I'm so sick of y'all doing this. And I put this in the fuckery because it's just like every fucking 4 years, y'all start to notice people, other than for the negative shit that y'all always seem to hunt for. All of a sudden, now you want to be all buddy with them. And as soon as someone else be like, fuck you, you want to do that and pander to them too. Well, here we go. As election day approaches, the campaigns are putting significant time and attention towards courting black men seen as a crucial and potentially movable voting bloc in a tight presidential race. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris have rolled out policies dispatched key surrogates and held events targeted at winning over these coveted voters. To get a sense of the challenges each campaign is facing, NBC News asked 7 black men from across the country how they plan to cast their ballots and what concerns they have about the candidates. A majority said they intend to vote for the vice president, but some said they initially had some trepidations about Harris, while others said they felt inspired to vote for her as a tribute to the women in their lives. One man supporting Trump said his wariness of Harris works as the prosecutor in California solidified his choice. Dude, honestly, I think I would rather a damn lawyer in office than a really bad businessman. This motherfucker is always talking about tariffs, but he seems to have missed the fucking lesson in school about tariffs. I was in Future Business Leaders of America, motherfucker. I know about it. Tariffs are not good for anybody, okay? Because it causes us to spend more, you dumbass. Shit, he don't care about the country. He don't care about us at all. Let's just tell it like it is. In several key battleground states, black turnout could help make the difference. A slight shift among some black men and a historic gender gap with Trump performing better with men of all races has put Democrats on alert. In a new Howard University initiative on public opinion poll of 981 likely black voters in the battleground states, 81% of black men of all ages said they would support Harris. However, that number drops to 68% for black men under 50, compared to 21% who support Trump. Meanwhile, 88% of black men over 50 say they support Harris versus 10% who are for Trump. You 10%, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I understand you're worried about your stocks and shit, but you do realize stop and frisk is coming back. Not just because of Adams, because of this jackass too, okay? He never apologized for his fuck up with the goddamn Central Park 5. And yeah, okay, he fucking, who was it? Kodak Black? He got him out of jail? Does that help the community, really? The dude is really fucked up in the head. Have you listened to this man talk? He ain't good for the community. I'm just letting y'all know. Talent or not, the motherfucker ain't right in his head, in my opinion. Jesus. Anyways, a less pronounced age gap among black women has been closing, with 13% of those under 50 saying they will support Trump versus 6% of older women. What the hell's wrong with y'all heifers? In 2020, 80% of black men supported Joe Biden, according to NBC News exit polling. That figure was only slightly lower than Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016, but much lower than black men's support for Barack Obama in 2012 and 2008. Dana Williams, the dean of the Howard University Graduate School and co-director of the Initiative on Public Opinion, attributes this gap to younger people who increasingly get their news not from mainstream sources, which can underserve black audiences, but from alternatives like social media, podcasts, which may be popular but are not necessarily run by professional journalists. I am not a journalist. I'm just going over the news with y'all and telling you my opinion. I never said I was a goddamn journalist. I just said I was going to let y'all know about the news. I'm just that motherfucker on the corner that you heard this shit from. Anyways, let's see here now. However, Cliff Albright, a co-founder of Black Voters Matter, a non-partisan group that engages the black electorate, said he has long been deeply skeptical of reports about this shift towards Trump. The shift, he said, is not significant enough for all the hand-wringing. The Harris campaign has been ramping up its efforts to court black men. It's very important not to operate from the assumption that black men are in anybody's pocket, she said during an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists in September. Why don't y'all just give me that goddamn acronym while you got me say it all the time? More recently, Harris has rolled out a policy agenda aimed at helping black men, including forgivable loans for entrepreneurs, more opportunities for job training, and legalizing recreational marijuana, while also allowing more possibilities to enter that industry. Can you please also include us? I am not a black man, but I have no problem wearing a pair of cargo jeans and a baggy ass shirt and strapping down my chest if you're going to give me those benefits. But I really would like to avoid that. And could you cover everybody, please? Cover everybody, because you know people like to complain. I'm just saying. Y'all need to stop seeming like you're not even trying to hide that you're pandering. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, She also did a town hall with popular syndicated radio host Charlemagne. I'm not saying that part, but you know what? Y'all need to know he be right a lot of times, but he also gets his ass handed to him a lot by his own people. So don't take that with. I'm not trying to say I'm against her. I'm not. I'm just letting y'all know I don't trust either side. I'm going with the most survivable. Like I said, how you want to get fucked? You want to get it dry or you want to get it easy? That's all I'm saying. And went on the All the Smoke podcast hosted by former NBA players Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes for Trump's parts of efforts to reach black men through campaign surrogates or Trump himself have decreased in recent months. He gave up. He does tout rappers like Lil Wayne and Waka Flocka as supporters. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed, dude. Trump has also said that in addition to economic points in his favor, black men are drawn to him because he has been through the criminal legal system. Do you know how backhanded of an insult that is? So basically, you're saying that all black men have gone through the criminal system. You insulted them. We are not the uneducated motherfuckers you keep talking about, okay? We actually got brains. You insulted the motherfuckers and acted like we didn't know. Damn, you are no. Ooh, I can't stand that motherfucker. Ooh, give me a second. I can't stand you. Ooh, I hate that. I'm trying my best not to say hate, but I can't stand that damn turd. I can't believe. So, how does he get away with this shit?
Why do you exist?
That's what I need to know. Anyways, NBC News interviewed 7 black men of various ages, professions from different parts of the country to gauge their thoughts on the election, Harris's viability, and the questions around black men's support. Their positions were just as varied, but mostly they said a Harris presidency would benefit the country. She's qualified and she's tough, even when she needs to be. Wait a minute. When she needs to be. I just added an extra word. My fault. Pierce Hodges, 23, will cast his second presidential vote in November. He voted for Biden in 2020, but as Howard University graduate like Harris, he feels more connected to the current candidate. His mother and sister are Howard graduates, and both are members of the AKA sorority, as is Harris. Oh, she's an AKA. No wonder. It's powerful, said Hodges, now a Columbia University fellow studying enterprise risk management. She is the representation of that strong African-American woman who is not afraid of Donald Trump, not afraid of a bully. She's qualified. She's tough when she needs to be. When Harris became the nominee, Hodges said his cell phone lit up. In every case, young black men were excited, he said. We're a very progressive group, my friends. So there was no talk of supporting Trump even before this, and definitely not after Kamala moved on to the top. Well, go ahead, young man. Go ahead, young king. Hodges said discussions with friends have centered around not letting Trump get back into office and Project 2025, which is scary. Mind you, I had a fucking technical difficulty. I was supposed to record that shit yesterday. It will be done. We're just coming into our adulthood, and we'd rather not have a dictator. Preach, sir, preach. Hodges was only 7 when Barack Obama was first elected, so I don't know what the scene was. But he said his circle is full throttle for Harris. We have a woman who could break the glass ceiling as the first black woman and Asian American president. He said, I could see someone in the White House who looks like my mother and my sister and my girlfriend. This is a huge moment. One person said I was really hesitant about her. Jimmy Hill, whose son, Jimmy Atchison, was pew-pewed and unalived by an Atlanta police officer in 2019, was disappointed in Biden and Trump for citing their lack of action on police reform. I do agree with that. But then during a recent interview, Trump said he didn't know much about Sonia Macy, you asshole, who was pew-pewed in the face by Illinois sheriff's deputy. Y'all gotta stop this shit. I'm so sick of y'all doing this shit to people. That's Jimmy Hill, by the way. He's the one that was hesitant. Look at that fro. I knew he was lying, Hill said. That really just turned me away. I said when I could never vote, then I could never vote for him because him lying says he doesn't care what police do to us. Preach, sir, preach. He added that his son's mother died from a broken heart 2 years after his son was slain. So it's been tough. People need to be held accountable. Harris has gained his support just barely. I was really hesitant about her. He said she needs to do more than lowering drug costs. I don't think she said much about police pew pew. There's no police reform, which is important to me, but we have a better chance with her. She was a prosecutor, and so I think she understands what needs to be done. And we have a chance to calm things down because she wants to help everyone. Vote for Drumpf, and if you get burned by him, that's your fault. He's made white supremacists bold. He's shown you and told you who he is. I will never forgive Kamala for her record, someone else said. Al Bartel, 68, a communication management consultant in Atlanta, said he supports Trump for 3 reasons. Based on his previous term as the president, increasing access to capital for Black Americans, decreasing barriers to employment for Black people, and examining the role of arrest to incarceration. When the hell did he do that? When the hell, if you hear an echo, y'all, just don't mind it. Though Trump supports controversial policies like stop and frisk and granting complete immunity in cases where law enforcement pew civilians, Bartel said neither party genuinely cares about Black people. This is Bartel right here. It's Al Bartel. But he also bristles at the idea of supporting Harris for what he said was the over-criminalizing, I can't say that word, a Black man when she was Attorney General of California, even though there is no data to support that notion. Bartel also pointed to Kevin Cooper, a Black man on death row for unaliving a Black family, as well as marijuana convictions of Black men. Harris' record as an Attorney General is controversial. There had been concerns that she did not fight against wrongful convictions secured via police misconduct, and she faced calls to take a more active role in effort towards criminal justice reform. At the same time, her record reveals she was not a tough on crime top cop, and that she implemented the Back on Track program, which provided nonviolent offenders, many of whom were low-level drug dealers, with the chance to receive a high school diploma, job training, and access to available work instead of prison sentences. Still, Bartel was resolute in his position. I'm not talking about who she personally prosecuted, Bartel said. The Attorney General has accountability for the entire state. I will never forgive Kamala for her record in the state, and that's what she's going to have to deal with, unforgiving Black men. My daughter made me see that Kamala would be great for the country. This was by written from James Douglas, 52 of Detroit. Said he was disheartened by the news that Harris would take over for Biden at first. It felt like they bullied Biden out. Then after a few hours that Sunday, his daughter Marissa, 27, called him. The energy in her voice was evident. She was thrilled, said Douglas, an automotive factory worker, and I knew right then I had to recalibrate. I still think it was wrong the way Biden was moved out, but my daughter made me see that Kamala would be great for the country because the country has a way of keeping us down through systematic racism, he said. The economy, the southern border, and other issues concern Douglas, but most of all, I'm concerned about democracy, he said. Biden did a good job of transitioning from Trump. But now that Trump is running again, I'm worried about him dividing the country even more. I'd rather the country have problems, but not give up democracy and be so divided like it would be under Trump. He does not seem to believe in unifying the country. Douglas said Harris is capable of bridging the divides and inspiring others. Obama lifted us up because he was a president with dignity and represented us in a positive way, and let Black boys see they can get to be president too, he said. Kamala Harris can do the same thing and really let Black and brown girls and Asian girls see the possibilities. See that despite everything, there are no limits. I understand how big that is. I want that for our country. You want to respect, someone else said, give me a second here. You want to be president that people around the world will respect. Stone Ramsey, a Californian who relocated to Atlanta, sees Trump as a force against foreign adversaries like, no, he's not. No, he's not. He actually is the reason why a lot of, in my opinion, this is an alleged one, I personally feel he's the reason why a lot of spies have been getting unalived in these countries because he has those damn secrets he gave away. I'm not even going to report your shit, sir. I don't care if you, you don't need a word, sir, because that is just ignorant as hell. He kept those secrets. He said they were his. He gave those goddamn COVID machines to Putin.
not the American people. He didn't close the border the first damn day in office. He closed border on Muslim people, but he couldn't close it when we were having a damn pandemic. Tell me something different. Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Ramsey repeated. I can't talk him. I'm not talking about his ass. No. And you can call me biased. That's some ignorant shit. You do ignorant shit, you ain't gonna get your voice heard. Not by me. Let me see what this man says. And why did they name this? Oh, he's a scientist. I thought they named his ass a scientist. God dang. The change has ignited the party. Scientist Patrick Oates, 60 of Philadelphia, did not think that Biden's debate performance against Trump was enough reason for him to leave the ticket. I looked at it as a bad night, which we all have, he said. But when the calls for him to step aside became louder and from the prominent Democrats, Oates knew where things were headed. But the change, why is he wearing a bow tie? Oh, Lord. But the changes ignited the party, Oates said, because Kamala Harris has the wherewithal, the experience, what it takes to build upon the work that Obama engaged in, and that Biden followed, focusing on the economy, focusing on getting men and women to work, workforce development programs, focusing on the middle class. One party wants to take away DEI. Kamala Harris wants to keep it and create tangible programs that empower our communities. She understands and embraces the challenges of working class citizens, and she has the intellect and emotional intelligence to be able to take on these challenges. I agree, sir, because honestly, bring back affirmative action. I don't care what you call it, DEI, affirmative action, just we need everybody to be on fucking level landing, stable. Hey, Jen, we need everybody to be on level, grounding. You can't have one motherfucking group supporting everybody else. That's not going to work. It's not going to work for nobody is what I'm trying to let you know. I don't care if it's LGBT. I don't care if it's the BIPOC people. I don't care if it's black people. I don't care if it's white people. If one group suffers in this country, we all are going to fall. Right now, it's the poor against the rich. But if that gets separated even more, we all gonna fall. This is just gonna fall like Rome. I'm just telling you. I've heard it from many comedians, and it's true. We are the modern day Rome, and we gonna fucking fall. And these motherfuckers is not making it easy. We need to bridge these gaps. This shit is ridiculous. Let's see. Both parties are ignoring the most significant challenge in the communities that matters the most to me. I agree. For Kevin Newell, 40, founder of Royal Capital Group in Milwaukee, the Democrat values and principles align with mine, making Trump never an option. He said Obama, this boy got some ears on him. He said Obama's presidency made all of our walks easier because even in corporate America, they saw him in me, and I was viewed not as a unicorn, but as someone who could be competent. Newell said he believes Harris can have a similar impact. She can be transformative, he said. Black men support for Biden waned prior to him stepping aside. They have turned to Harris in a resounding way, and that fact has not been noticed by many. The narrative is twisted. You hear black women are all in, and then they talk about black men, and they say, oh, a lot of them are voting for Trump. And that's not only an unfortunate narrative, but I don't believe that's true. I really hope it's not. Still, Newell wants Harris to take on less discussed issues like education. Yes. Both parties are ignoring the most significant challenge in the communities that matters the most to me, and that is our education system, he said. I am in support of school choice, public charter schools, and all of those different programs that bring out different opportunities for inner city youth. Please fix this shit, because I don't want to have to go back to school so I can teach my kids. Let me explain something. As a teacher, I had to go and restudy everything that I taught them before I taught them that shit, okay? So I had to relearn that shit, understand it, process it, make sure that I completely had a hold of it before I went and explained that shit to some kids. Now, for me to do that to my own damn kids, that means I'm going to put in 10% more. So like 190%. I don't know, but I'm definitely going to give it my all, which means that's more fucking work for me. So if y'all do y'all fucking job, then I don't have to do extra work, okay? Fix that shit. Harris could deliver on Harris could deliver on that and other issues specific to black people because she's lived it, Newell said, referring to Harris's experience of being bused as a young student and attending an HBCU. I'm not voting simply off of fear of the other guy. I'm voting on things that I believe that can really transcend and take the country forward. Look, I'll tell you the truth. I'm voting out of fear. I'll tell you right now, I am voting out of fear. Every time I have voted, it has been out of fear. Because these motherfuckers get scarier and scarier. And I still can't seem to understand how the hell the Republicans actually started for black folks and, in the past. And all of a sudden it's become like the fucking Skeletor, Cruella de Vil, whatever the fuck you want to call it, Mumra of the modern world. This shit is crazy. It's crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy. But anyways, we got some more fucked up shit. That was a long one, for real. Let's look at this one.
Emotional content.
So Georgia students take to the streets to protest dehumanizing voting law that decriminalizes heading out water for people. About damn time. And I'm putting it in fuckery. I'm glad that they standing up for it, but I'm putting it on fuckery because of the fact that these people still are trying to do that shit. You just really don't want motherfuckers to have their say, and you just want to control us. And truth be told, we really don't like y'all. We really don't. Atlanta, in the latest public rebuke of Georgia's controversial 2021 voting law, dozens of black students and activists marched through the heart of historic Morehouse College on Saturday in an effort to push back on what they call anti-voting measures in Georgia and other states. Since 2021, SB 202, also known as the Election Integrity Act, has made it illegal in Georgia for anyone to hand a hot or thirsty person a bottle of water while standing in line to vote. Those participating at Saturday's rally cited SB 202 as one of many inhumane laws that attempt to suppress the vote for black and brown people, said Nicole Carty, the executive director of Get Free, a Gen Z and millennial-led movement that focuses on social justice. It is so visibly dehumanizing. I don't use that word enough. I don't like to use that word. To actually criminalize such an act of humanity and dignity, she said. It really exemplifies the broader inhumanity and inequality of all these voters' laws that are happening. Cardi added, it's not just about not being able to hand out water. Many of the most insidious components of these anti-voter laws are deep in the bureaucracy and Jim Crow. So we're using it to shine a light on what is dehumanizing about these laws. SB 202 is a 98. Why y'all be writing these things so much? How you got that much hate in you is beyond me. Damn. Where was I? Let's see here now. Where was it? Okay. 98 pages of hate. Series of election merit measures that bar officials from sending out unsolicited absentee ballot request forms, minimize the use of ballot drop boxes, allow for purging registered voters from voting lists, and prohibit handing out food or water to voters within 150 feet of a polling place or within 20 feet of a voter standing in line. Among other restrictions, voters can be charged with a misdemeanor offense punishable by up to 12 months in jail and a fine of $1,000. What is wrong with you sick ass motherfuckers? How can you have all the money and still want no one else to have any? Shit. At a rally prior to the march under the shadow of Martin Luther King's statue in the plaza of the International. Hold on, I'm still paranoid about that spider. No, that wasn't a spider. That was just some liquid. Okay, anyways. What the fuck is that? Fuck. Anyways. In the plaza of the International Chapel, named after the iconic civil rights leader, speakers railed against SB 202, citing it as a discriminatory and immoral attack against Democratic precincts that often have long lines to cast ballots. Republicans in Georgia who passed the bill said that it prohibits attempts to influence voters just before they reach the ballot box. They also cited food trucks parked outside polling places like during the 2020 U.S. Senate runoffs and presidential elections. Governor Brian Kemp said the law would ensure elections in Georgia are secure, fair, and accessible. How? How the hell is that me holding a bottle of water to somebody and giving it to them? How does that stop the line? I'm not in the line. I'm on the side. How does that work? Anyways, while the crowd at Morehouse was small in comparison to other political events, the important importance of what we're doing here and what this means is huge, Cardi said. Matthew Johnson, the Georgia organizing manager of Faith in Public Life Action, told the crowd in 2020 there were people standing in line 5, 6, 7 hours to vote. There were people to come and give them life-sustaining materials such as food and water. Now imagine seeing the problem as the food and water and not the long waits for hours. And imagine then being so bold as to try to convince us that this was about protecting the integrity of the election. Exactly. That part right there. That part right there. How the hell you gonna stop somebody from helping a person continue to live? That don't make no damn sense. You just told us you don't give a fuck about human life. That's what you did. You should be fired. You really should be fired right there. Get Free, the Atlanta NAACP, and the advocacy group Collective Renaissance Guild, Georgia Adapt, and the New Disabled South collaborated to organize the event on a day when the Vice President Kamala Harris, former President Barack Obama, and former Lady Michelle Obama were in Alabama. In Atlanta. I saw an A and just thought about it. Look, exactly. This is ridiculous. Y'all get on my nerves. There's a lot going on here, and it's all for the good, Cardi said. This is a consequential election, and everyone who wants to vote should not have a problem voting or being supplied water when they need it. You want to help me? Give me some water. I'd rather water than that damn sticker. Shit, I always lose that fucker. We are in the cradle of the civil rights movement and the cradle of voter suppression, said Gerald Griggs, president of the Georgia Conference of the NAACP. It is important that we dramatize what is at stake. Our ancestors fought, led, and died for this most precious right that they are trying to strip away from us. So in this moment, we want to say that we are not going back. And I will say that every day. This is a gift that my ancestors fought for. So I'm not taking it for granted. I'm voting. You might disagree. You might agree. I really don't care. I vote out of fear, but I also vote because it's my right. And they told me so when they fought for this shit and they died for it. Civil rights, equal rights. So I don't know where you stand, but I stand on voting. I got to drive an hour away, but I bet you I'm going to make that trip. The gathering also focused on the rights of disabled voters. Dom Kelly, executive director of New Disabled South, said he stood in line for 11 hours during the last election. In Randolph County, Georgia, which is the predominantly black, Kemp attempted to close 9 of the 13 polling places rather than try to improve accessibility for disabled voters. What's wrong with you, Kemp? I really don't know how the hell your ass won. Kelly said black voters would be suppressed on the back of disabled voters. This has been going on for too long. Cardi said it too late for any changes to be made for the November 5th election. Early voting has already started in record fashion in Georgia, but they're organizing laying the groundwork for future action. The Voting Rights Act has been so attacked, she said. We really need federal action to actually repeal these laws that are happening all across the country. But in the meantime, what we can do is mobilize a mass against Jim Crow 2.0 and also make sure other Americans know the strategy around trying to throw out these votes inside of black and brown precincts so that if something squirrely goes down after election day, they won't fall for it. Exactly. You know he wanted to say the okie doke. You know that, right? He wanted to say don't fall for the okie doke. I know he did. But they need to do more of that shit, and I stand behind it. This is such an inhumane law that politicians in general, because they're doing it other places as well. It's not even just there. It's everywhere. They're trying it. And I mean, especially in the South, they're trying it. That's why I took my ass wherever they had they closed the voting area where I was. So I went to the white area and I still fucking voted. Them motherfuckers closed the one that was down the street from my house in the black hood, as they say. My house was in a very nice middle to lower middle economy, mostly black neighborhood, okay? There wasn't a lot of crime and shit. We were literally on like a different side of the road and shit, and then it changed. But either way, they closed that fucking area, and the only place was right next door in where's that place? Morehouse, not Morehouse. I don't know. I fucking forgot the name. I'll remember when I go back. It starts with an M. All I know is I went over there and I voted in a damn library. I had to drive somewhere where I could have walked, but whatever. I still made sure I voted. So that's all I got to say. I'm a vote. That's all you need to know. But let me see here now. Is this story? I thought I got rid of that story. Let me see. No, that's not that story. I got rid of that. All right. So I got an update for y'all. If y'all forgot about that damn Tiffany Henyard from Illinois, the most corrupt goddamn black woman mayor. That's what pissed me off. Why you got to go and fuck us up some more? Pushing us back years. Anyways, let's check this out, and then I'm gonna do my little commercial. Oh God. All right, so let's see here now. Troubled super mayor Tiffany Henyard announced her intentions to do what? This was reported today. God help me. There is nothing more audacious than being the center of a federal internal investigation, but also announcing plans to seek the same political seat you may be booted from. But alas, we present Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Is she delusional? What the fuck is wrong with this woman? I mean, seriously, what the hell? Something wrong with that damn woman. Seriously? Bitch. All right, so the Village of Dalton mayor posted to Facebook an emoji-decorated post announcing her plans to seek re-election as mayor. In the post, she said she is supporting and endorsing a new village board. People that basically won't argue with her. She's the black female Drumpf. That's what she is. Meanwhile, the current village board have expressed through various village meetings, they no longer believe Henyard fits the bill for being a mayor. In their most recent meeting, the board discussed ways to make up for the village's current $2.8 million deficit per WGN. I hope she loses her corrupt woman. Yeah, she is a very corrupt woman. Let's see here now. In Henyard's absence, they considered selling the village's fitness center and ceasing the lease of high-profile vehicles. Henyard stomped in an hour later to the meeting. She walked in an hour late to the meeting to lay down the law, but was promptly booed out of the session by the village residents. The report said in her announcement, posted, Henyard listed other boards. Cannot read tonight. Listed other boards that will be up for re-election, included the park board and library board, encouraging residents to contact her if they plan to run. It's time to be the change that is needed for the Southland, Henyard wrote. Henyard appears to have more working against her than for her. The village board hired former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to launch an internal probe into her alleged frivolous spending. Preliminary findings found outrageous spending, including a $40,000 40K, god dang it, Amazon bid. I couldn't bring my mouth to say it. It was so much fucking money. Shit. Also, Henyard's colleagues, relatives, trustees, and more were named in federal investigations into the village of Dalton as a whole. Y'all, Miss Henyard, you and your family need to leave the fucking country. Because if the FBI get a hold of you, that's it. Henyard's risk of losing her seat also faces the campaign of Dalton's senior trustee, Jason House. According to WGN, he served on the village board for 8 years. The report says his plans are to restore checks and balances in the village and rebuild trust with the community, both of which residents say Henyard has failed to do. Their reactions to her post say it all. Only place you're going is jail, wrote one user. You go, girl. There is plenty of cash you have not burned through. Keep gouging the population. They love your privileged life, and that none of it goes to them, wrote another. You need to resign, wrote another. Not everyone in the Facebook comments had something nasty to say. However, it's unclear if her supporters will be enough to help her win the ballot. You got supporters? Who the hell's stupid enough to support you? They must got a lot of money, because I swear, the shit you pulled, I'm surprised your ass ain't in jail yet. Who are you? I'm not going to say it, because you're a black woman, and I don't want to bring down another black woman in such a nasty way. But seriously, who do you know is all I'm going to say. Who do you know? Whoo! But anyways, it's about to get real dark. I didn't make it super dark, but it's about to get real dark. So y'all go ahead and check out my commercial. And we're going to look at this horrible next story. I don't want to, I don't know what to say.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the
It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, so man sentenced to life in prison for unaliving of a black transgender woman. Look, nobody deserves to be unalive just because of who they are. That's what I'm going to say. A South Carolina man has been sentenced to life in prison in a connection to the 2019 unaliving of a black transgender woman per CNN. Daquan Lameek Ritter was convicted, that's a name, February of one hate crime count, one federal firearms count, and one obstruction count for unaliving Dime Doe. During Ritter's trial in February, prosecutors accused him of being upset over rumors about his sexual relationship with Doe, the Justice Department said in a statement at the time. Look, God dang it. It wasn't really that person's fault, what you were attracted to. It's your issue that you can't come to terms with. That's all I'm going to say with that shit. Okay? You didn't have the right to take that person's life. I'm not getting into this shit, that person shit. I'm not saying whatever. Because too many people be upset. You say it one way, one side says it. You say it another way, the other side says it. So everybody is basically human. How about that? Because you'll get on my fucking nerves. Now, if you sit down with me, I'm going to say it like it is. But I'm not getting into it up here. Let's see here. Now, the department said Ritter lured Doe to a remote area in Allendale, about 80 miles outside of Columbia, in August 2019, and pew-pewed in the head 3 times. Ritter's sentencing is a culmination of hard work and dedication to the pursuit of justice for Dime Doe. Well, at least someone got some justice. FBI Criminal Investigation Division Assistant Director Chad Yarbrough said in a statement, the sentence sends a clear message. The Justice Department rigorously defends the civil rights of every American. Assistant Attorney General Christian Clark of the Justice Department Civil Rights Division said in a statement, we will use all resources at our disposal to safeguard the rights of the LGBTIQ plus community, and we will investigate and prosecute perpetrators of transphobic fueled violence in our country. How about you just get rid of all hate? How about that? I'm sick of all of it, honestly. I don't give a damn what the hell it is. I'm glad that he is going to jail. I'm glad it's life, but I feel like you should have been just as hard on Tyree Nichols people. I think you should have been just as hard on a whole lot of people that were guilty of disgusting things like this. They need to get life. You take a life, you should get life. How about that? You take a life, you should get life. Whew, you're not going to get me on that controversy. I have my own beliefs. And if you want to know my beliefs, sit down and talk with me. But you're not going to get me in that fuckery. All of that shit right there is fuckery. Yes, exactly. Hate must be eradicated. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you feel like being. I don't care if there was a mistake somewhere. I don't give a shit. No one deserves to have their rights taken from them. No one deserves to have their life taken from them. I stand on that. How about that? So like I said, I told you it was about to be dark. I'm not happy about it. My prayers go to Dime Doe's family. Rest in power, young soul. Moving on. Because y'all get on my damn nerves with the shit that y'all let go through.
Emotional content.
Okay, so a historical black community grapples with last impacts after Baltimore Bridge collapse. About time people start talking more. As the dust settled after the deadly collapse of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, as the initial shock wore off and the breaking news coverage subsided, residents of this tiny peninsula found themselves facing an uncertain future. Many had spent decades living in the shadow of the Key Bridge, an iconic landmark that placed the community of Turner Station firmly on the map. But for their working class, historically black neighborhood, it was a lifeline to the outside world, a source of both pride and convenience. Within seconds, it was gone. 6 construction workers unalived after a massive container ship lost power and veered off course, striking one of the bridge's support piers in the overnight darkness of March 26th. Why does shit always happen around my birthday? Damn. Turner Station was already struggling with population loss and economic decline long before the bridge collapsed, and its newest chapter promises even more challenges. Plans are underway to rebuild the Key Bridge by 2028, but in the meantime, its absence will be felt most acutely. Sorry, the fat bitch fell down, I think. Acutely by people like Larissa Minor and her neighbors, people who routinely hopped over the bridge to run errands, visit family, attend church, and get to work. Minor has lived in Turner Station nearly all of her life. Some of her earliest memories are of the bridge being built, a feat of modern engineering taking shape right in her family's backyard. When it opened to cars in 1977, the 1.6-mile span bypassed downtown traffic and provided a direct connection between industrial communities on either side of the Baltimore Harbor. It also made Turner Station easily accessible, allowing residents to enjoy the neighborhood's small town feel without living in the middle of nowhere. As jobs at nearby industrial plants gradually dried up, residents started commuting farther afield, and many came to rely heavily on the bridge. Without it, Minor said her daily commute has more than doubled. Girl, I know what you're talking about. Long commutes are horrible. She doesn't want to leave Turner Station, where her grandparents put down roots many decades ago. She currently lives across the street from her aging parents and around the corner from her beloved church. But sometimes while she's sitting in traffic for hours on end, she ruefully washes the gas gauge and contemplates her new routine. Do I relocate? Do I get a new job? Said Minor, who works at a state-run veteran cemetery south of Baltimore. I don't want to do either of those. I love my job. Who wants to start from scratch? Nobody. From the beginning, a home for steel workers. Look, I'm not going to stay on this. Just you know, you're on while multitasking and dancing when the music came on, just dancing. Girl, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff at the same time, so my brain is going left and right. Plus, I got two goddamn ninja cats running around here doing some shit. Girl, I got some shit to tell y'all later. Anyways, during World War I, military leadership tapped Baltimore's robust shipbuilding industry, including a sprawling steel mill northeast of the city. Okay, before I go any further, I just want to thank Jen for saying that. So I'm going to give you one of my little graphics. Where is it? Oh, there she is. There she is. So there you go. Mwah! With a boop up in the nose. Anyways, the federal government provided nearby housing only for white workers, so black families started their own community in nearby Turner Station. Federal housing projects came later during World War II. Bought by Bethlehem Steel in 1918, the mill at Sparrows Point would become the largest steel producer in the world. It provided lucrative jobs to black people moving north, often to escape unfair sharecropping arrangements and other low-paying jobs in southern states. By the 1950s, Turner Station was home to many stores and other amenities, including an air-conditioned movie theater, an amusement park, a community beach, doctor's offices, restaurants, and cocktail lounges. It became largely self-sufficient in its heyday, an enclave of black entrepreneurship, I can't read, an achievement in majority white Baltimore County. The population peaked at nearly 9,000 in the 1950s, but started shrinking soon after. Part of the area was rezoned for industry, resulting in the demolition of 2 housing complexes. I wonder who agreed on that shit. Manufacturing jobs gradually dwindled and business shuttered. By 1980, the population was under 4,000, according to local historians. After decades of downsizing, the Bethlehem Steel plant closed in 2012. Younger generations started leaving Turner Station while their parents sought to preserve its legacy. During a recent tour of the neighborhood, longtime resident Courtney Speed marched up and down its residential streets lined with brick row houses and modest single-family homes. She said it shouldn't be lost on anyone that Turner Station is the product of Ross's housing policies, that its residents are fighting an uphill battle from day one. She listed off a number of notable figures with ties to the community, many of them featured in the Turner Station History Center, a tiny museum filled with stories and photos. I think I might want to visit that one day. We've always been innovative, said Speed 84, who owns one of the Turner Station's longest operating businesses, Speed's Barber and Beauty. It's our culture to make something out of nothing. Henrietta Lacks, a black woman whose cervical cells became a cornerstone of modern medicine after John Hopkins doctors harvested in them without her consent. I work for the company that did that shit. I'm so embarrassed. Lived in Turner Station for almost a decade. Her name appears on commemorative street signs throughout the neighborhood, and a plaque marks her former home. Robert Kerbeam, a former NASA astronaut, retired Navy captain, spent some of his childhood there. U.S. Representative Kwesi Mumfe, I hope I said that word right, Mufume, former president of the NAACP, also grew up in Turner Station, where he befriended NFL legend Calvin Hill. He said the community instilled in them certain core values. Work harder, play by the rules, love your country, cherish your faith, respect the elderly, and always believe that you can succeed, he recited. It's a fiercely proud community. We were told to be proud of who we were. He said most of the families were relatively poor, but they took care of each other. It was a simpler life, somewhat protected from crime and violence that plagued the nearby parts of Baltimore. Now, it's basically, I'm not going to continue because you know how this is going. They're fighting for their survival, and that happens in every damn black community there is. And that's another reason why I say vote. Don't just vote for federal, vote for local as well, because all of that shit connects. And like I said, voting was a gift that was fought and died for. So, I mean, I'm not going to blame you if you don't, but at the same time, I'm going to definitely take up on the gift. I'm definitely going to use it. So, like I said, and every time I do it, and even when I taught, I said this, and I say it today: if you don't use it, you will lose it. So let's move on to the next one, because I can't with these people. It's about to get dark again, but we almost out of it. It's about to get dark, but we almost out of it. So let's check this out. God dang it, I hate this shit. Car salesman flashes force multiplier at black driver in a carjacking over overpayment mix-up. And it was a mix-up. That makes it even better. Oh, I love y'all. A Florida man has been convicted of carjacking a black customer over a payment mix-up. According to local 58-year-old Eric Haddad, who worked at Guru Auto Sales in Miramar, Florida. I told y'all how I feel about that damn state. Was convicted by a Miami federal jury earlier this month of carjacking a 24-year-old Haitian customer. The case stemmed from an auto pay issue that caused the customer to miss a loan payment on a 2020 Honda Accord he bought from the Guru in October 2023. When the victim purchased the vehicle, authorities said he wasn't given a copy of the sales paperwork he had signed. In making the purchase, the victim understood that he was paying a finance company. Officials said what the victim was not aware of was that there was an agreement between the finance company and Guru, and if the victim was late on a payment within 2 of the first months of the loan, then the finance company could demand the approximately $13,800 be paid for the loan back from the dealership. The part of the agreement mattered because the victim's first payment bounced after he set up auto pay, with the victim paying the first installment late and with a late fee in the late November 2023. The finance company sent Guru a letter in December 2023 saying the dealership needed to buy the loan back and owed them roughly $1,300. $1,300. Yeah. Days later, not $1,300, $13,000. I'm sorry. Days later, prosecutors said Haddad carjacked the victim, who was current on his account that day. More, the dealership was expressly told they couldn't repossess the car, prosecutors said. So you took it upon yourself. I swear to God, you motherfuckers, were you born in this country? I'm just wondering, because my mother's going through some shit right now. Apparently, some Moroccan motherfucker bought up the internet company down south and just turned everybody's fucking service off. I mean, everybody. businesses, people, churches, nobody had fucking service. And you motherfuckers just think you can do that shit, trying to say if you want your news back, pay $80. That's not how US works. So for all you motherfuckers who got relatives that are overseas, don't know how to do business, you better go take a damn business class before you start buying this shit out here. We don't roll like that. We ain't made like that. You will lose money, bitch. And this motherfucker, I hope he loses. He's going to jail anyways, but I hope that the damn company goes down too, because this wasn't that man's fault. According to authorities, Haddad followed the customer in his vehicle, so he stalked him. That's illegal. When the victim reached the red light, Haddad, whom the victim had never met before, got out of the black BMW in the middle of the intersection, approached the victim. What country you think you in? I have not succeeded in making that motherfucker its own country yet. So apparently you ain't in America. Because if you're in Florida, that's America still. Not if I have anything to say about it. But anyways, but you're not allowed to do that, you jackass. You can't just roll up on somebody like that. You better go be sure. Shit. I don't know what to say about this. Let's see. The victim was able to get away when the light turned green, but Haddad eventually caught up to the victim and continued to aggressively scream for the victim to get out of the car. Haddad lifted his shirt to reveal he had a force multiplier holstered in his waistband, which led the victim to surrender his keys, authorities said. The customer called Miami-Dade police, who arrested Haddad. Haddad is to be sentenced on January 9th. Yeah, your ass need to go to jail. Who the hell you think you are doing that shit? Nobody can do. What the fuck? Y'all go back to school. Do the fuck better, because this shit is ridiculous. Y'all ain't got no damn sense anymore. What the fuck happened between millennial and Gen Z and fucking alpha, whatever the fuck? What happened in these generations where y'all got the balls to feel like you can just be so entitled to do just anything? I know bullshit, money talks and bullshit walks, but this is ridiculous. Anyways, let's talk about this fuckery I talked about before with Kamal. You know, these damn politicians been at it. And like I said, I identify as a fucking Democrat, but real talk, I don't trust nobody. Really, I don't. I just don't want to get fucked hard. That's just how it is. Woo. I'm going to do my commercial one more time because I need a break. And then we about to go look at some dumb fuckery. Some seriously dumb fuckery. That's what you get. That's what we about to do. We're going to do it. That's what you get. Because after this damn performance here, I hope they get a whole lot of shit. This is a future. That's what you get. That's what this is about to be. But here's my commercial. Knock it off. Damn cat.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
All right. Here we go. I almost forgot to play it. I had to do my commercial, but I'm about to play something else, and then we're going to look at this shit.
I'm balling my head, I'm a right. I'm moving like a hot man.
All right, y'all. So Charlemagne. I ain't saying the rest of your damn name because I think you one of those 5%ers. I love y'all music and the shit y'all do, but I don't follow y'all. I don't subscribe to y'all shit, so I'm not calling you that. Black folks react to Kamala Harris during Charlemagne town hall. VP Harris finally speaks on reparations. Mark Robinson sues CNN. I hope you lose, sir. Trump's crazy comments on Black and Hispanic voters, and more of this week's political news. Because this shit right here, we seeing all of it, and they fucking up. So they about to fuck around and find out. That's what they about to do. So, she went. So Kamala's been going everywhere, talking to everybody, trying to get the word out. On Tuesday, VP Kamala Harris sat down for a wide-ranging interview with the Breakfast Club host Charlemagne. The hour-long town hall comes 3 weeks before the election day and covered everything from reparations to Donald Trump's name-calling. That's what you need to know. You can go check that out. So she did that. She's been talking a lot, and she hasn't been letting people get a lot of shit. So give her a lot of shit. So yeah. Now this is where the fuck around and find out comes in. Because this jackass here is so damn bold, and he thought this was going to work. Somebody come get Trump. He said, what about black and Hispanic voters? Oh, Lord, they handing his ass to him recently. That's why I put that on. Fuck around and find out. He done fucked around and found out. Motherfuckers ain't the undereducated, as he keeps saying. Nah, you just thought everybody was. You went to the wrong community, and they hyped your ass up. The rest of us see what you're doing. Who is advising Trump on how to speak to black folks? He made yet another attempt to garner black support, but insulted us instead. This time it was his rally in Atlanta, Tuesday, October 15th. Trump stated that people of color who plan on voting on Vice President Kamala Harris in November may have some mental problems. Yeah, he really said that. You dumbass. I love it. I love it. The more they let this motherfucker talk, the more he is burying himself. I love it. That's what you get. Ooh, I can't stand you. I don't care if I sound like a witch. I'm gonna laugh. The spiciest moments from Vice President Kamala Harris. Yeah, I've been seeing that. That motherfucker tried to cut her off so many times, and she put the smackdown on. See, me personally, you break up, you start saying something too much and getting on my nerves, I shut down. I'll just look at you until you stop talking. And once you stop talking, then I'll start talking. But that's when you get on my nerves. When you really getting on my nerves, I'll just let you sit there and talk. And once you realize that I ain't paying attention to your ass, I'm just really looking through you, then we can talk. Oh, hell no. As Vice President Kamala Harris continues her homestretch media blitz on Wednesday, she sat down with Fox News' Brett Baier for a half-hour internet interview. As expected from a Fox News interview, it was contentious from beginning to end. Here are 5 of the spiciest moments. Now, if you want to look at that, you can go on to the root. I'm not about to show it to you. All I'm saying is I've seen the moments, and she gave as much as she got, and I really like that. I don't know the woman that well, but I like the fact that she didn't let him, overtalk her. He pissed me the fuck off. I saw him doing that shit, and he does it all the fucking time. North Carolina gubernatorial candidate Mark Robinson is suing CNN. We bet you can guess why. Because you're a pervert and everyone found out you're a pervert, and you're racist and everybody found out you're racist, and you're a porch simian and everybody found out about that. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor and apparent comment section aficionado Mark Robinson announced on Tuesday that he has filed a lawsuit against CNN. 3 guesses what his beef is with the network. He's a pervert. I hope she starts to concentrate on swing states after this media blitz. Yes, she needs to, because I'm still trying to figure out how that man still has so many fucking so many damn supporters. Make it make sense. I don't know how that works. I'm just like, I beg your pardon? You got how many followers? How that work? Kamala Harris finally speaks about reparations, and here's what she said. This better. I'll actually go into this story. I need to know, what did she say? I've been hearing about it. I want to know what she said, and she better be honest, because I'm so sick and tired of motherfuckers promising us shit and never come through. All of Black America was shocked when VP Kamala Harris sat down for an interview with one of the industry's most polarizing radio personalities, Charlamagne, messy ass. But to his credit, who else could possibly pull questions out of the vice president on issues affecting the community like him? I got to go check out this. Y'all got to come with me. We got to see this. I said it. If they didn't say what she said, I wanted to know, what did she say about reparations? So we're going to go check that out. This is basically a news stream where we look at the newspaper together. That's what I'm doing here. What the hell did she say? Okay, so during Tuesday's We the People and audio town hall with Kamala Harris and Charlamagne in Detroit, Michigan, I hate commercials. The vice president said on the point of reparations, it has to be studied. There's no question about that. Her response came after Detroit community leader Zeke Williams asked how she will be ensured Black Americans are taken care of in the future and compensated for past generational damages of slavery if elected president. Although Harris also responded saying she is running to be a president for all Americans, she admitted to viewing this country with clear eyes. What does that mean exactly? Without the free labor of enslaved Black people, the United States, as we all know, it would cease to exist, obviously. I just went to the reparations meeting. Oh, girl, that's cool. Shit, I don't think we're gonna get it here, but it would be nice. Seriously, if we sat down and actually gave y'all a bill, you wouldn't be able to pay it. I'm just letting you know. You wouldn't be able to pay it. But I just wanted to know what she said. If she's willing to study it at least. But I'm sick of these studies too. I feel like you saying studying is like a gaslight. I want to see you actually do it because that damn Newsom was saying some shit like that too, and then all of a sudden he pulled back. And I'm like, what happened to reparations? Y'all just knocked that out the box, huh? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let you go with that study, but yeah, I'll be back with that. I'm tired of the studies. I'm tired. I feel like these studies are gaslighting, and all I'm saying is I want to see what happens. You got, like, I'll give you a month to study. How about that? A month to study, because there's not really that much to study. You stole people. You basically bought people and stole people who didn't want to come here. Oh Lord, it's the albino baboon. Oh Lord, I don't want to know what she said. Watch they put what she said here. More of Marjorie Taylor Greene's most ignorant remarks. I'm just going to call her what she is. Albino baboon. So Representative Albino Baboon has become known for saying the most ignorant things known to man. So sadly, it's no surprise that she made ridiculous remarks about the government and humans controlling dangerous weather as Florida grapples with the devastation of Hurricane Milton. Miss Albino Baboon, you need to stop this because you're batshit crazy, and I'm still trying to figure out how your ass got into office. Do you have a degree? I really want to know. Did you go to school? I don't understand how the hell you got voted in. Who are these crazy ass people who are allowed to vote? I'm all for voter rights, but sometimes I think some of y'all need it pulled because the shit y'all choose is ridiculous. All right, so talking about Kamala's brilliant clapback. Oh yeah. So if y'all didn't know, Kamala was out in Wisconsin where there are a lot of cheese motherfuckers. Anyways, cheesy bitches too. These motherfuckers went to her rally and decided to heckle her. And I guess they thought she was just going to go and break under pressure. You can always expect the unexpected at political rallies these days. Although Harris-Walz rallies tend to be on the calmer side of things, every now and again, Vice President Kamala Harris' rallies playbook gets interrupted with a surprising and sometimes hilarious moment. Okay, so they're not going to tell you what happened, so I'll tell you what happened. Motherfuckers in the crowd basically said everything she was saying was lies, and they said it loud enough that she could hear it. So she basically said, I'm sorry, you're at the wrong rally. What you want is that smaller rally down the street. And everybody just silenced that motherfucker, okay? The cheers were ridiculous. The hecklers were shut down quick. That's all I'm saying. So if you didn't go see it, you need to go see it. She clapped back, and she clapped back hard. I felt it. And I think that's it. So there goes your fuck around and find out. And also the last bit of fuckery that I can... Wait a minute. Yeah, the last bit of fuckery. We into some good news now. I'm so glad because I got tired of that shit. It was dark as hell. So let's check this one out here because this one is better. Oh, I hope so anyways, because I'm telling you right now, that shit got a little dark at the end there. I want to give y'all all the news, but at the same time, I don't want to deal with the dark shit sometimes because it follows me sometimes after my reports. That shit leaves me feeling something too. So here we go, y'all. All right, so pasture, give me a second here. This is an older one. I didn't catch it in time, so I'm going to bring it here because it's good news, and it's a palate cleanser, and I love palate cleansers. So this was reported on the 11th. Looked like somebody I could be related to or live down the street from. A pastor started a farm because he lived in a food desert. Then came the hurricane. The Reverend Richard Joyner ventured down to his small community farm in Conto, North Carolina after the deadly Hurricane Helene. I swear to God, if somebody names their kid Helene this year, you just fucking with people now. Ripped through 6 states before it dissipated last month. Joyner 71 is used to flooding brought on by extreme weather in the hurricane-prone state, but this time was different. He has seen areas of the farm take on some floodwater, but this time all 6 plots of about 4 acres of land he dedicated to farming produce for the community were completely flooded. We could only see the top of the vegetables. We were hoping the water would recess quickly. I thought this was a nice one. I hope it is. I'm going to keep reading. It didn't happen. We finally had to come to the conclusion that the crop was lost, Joyner said, noting that he and a group of children who helped plant in the garden went down to inspect the damage on September 28, 2 days after Helene made landfall. We had collards, we had broccoli, we had turnips, greens, we had kale, we had cabbage. He continued. Oh, Lord, this is not very nice. I hope it gets better. Once the water set on it, it just flopped. We knew it wouldn't recover. The youth-led community farm called Conto Family Life Center was a place where locals and children as young as 5 learned to farm and distribute produce to their neighbors. Now they're left to clear out damaged crops and wonder when they'll be able to bring vegetables to their food-strapped neighbors. It's been really tough, Joyner said. Of the 2 weeks since the hurricane, Joyner launched the Conto Family Life Center in 2007 to provide Conto and its surrounding cities with nutritious food options. I am so sorry. I thought this was going to be a nice story. Oh, I should have read it. See, you never know. Like I said, reaction. Joyner has been vocal about Conto's being a food desert where the predominantly black population has very limited access to vegetables and fruits. He said the community farm provides vegetables to 1,500 people in and around Conto, many of whom, he said, rely heavily on the crops. We depend on this land to produce the products that we serve our community and congregation, he said. So when this flood came, it has been tough because we lost a lot of products that were getting ready to go to the market. I'm so sorry. I hope people came out. This has got to be better. Oh man, this is a very sad story. I'm not going to read any more of it. It gets worse. But let's see here now. Joyner said that he and his team are assessing the soil and of that. If it doesn't need much repair, they hope to begin farming again in the coming months. But when Joyner isn't tending to the garden or preaching at Conto Chapel Missionary Baptist Church, he's sounding the alarm about climate change. Joyner has said long said the destruction left by storms like Helene is preventable. He is a part of the Act of Man Coalition, a nonprofit collective of leaders, organizations, and local residents who are raising awareness about effects of social fuel pollution on weather outcomes. A 2021 report for the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change found that the rise in greenhouse gases has led to more severe weather. Now, Joyner is among advocates hoping to change the public's perception of disasters like hurricanes by shifting the notion that the extreme weather events we're seeing on our TV screens and in our day-to-day lives, which is growing severity and in devastation, aren't natural, but rather unnatural disasters. We can better understand the human cause of these disasters and help spur people towards action. Like, how about we stop that jackass over there, Elon Musk, from building more factories around small minority neighborhoods that don't need it? If you don't know, go look it up, because I don't feel like looking for his ass. I don't want to talk about him. So anyways, Joyner agrees. He acknowledges that connecting faith with climate action isn't common among Christians in the country. He said he owes his outlook to his upbringing on a farm about 20 miles from Conto. We were sharecroppers, he said of himself, his 12 siblings and his parents. Sound like my family. Benny and Nellie Joyner. My father was the best farmer in the world. He was very environmentally safe. He would compost animal waste and food waste and leaves we raked in the yard. My father was a real climate person. He believed that if we take care of the universe would take care of us. He would treat his land like a human being. That really informed my faith. I'm really sorry for him, and I really want to let y'all know, if you want to donate to him, check out the Conto, North Carolina, or his nonprofit group. Let me go back up so y'all know what it's called. He's also part of a nonprofit Act of Man Coalition. That's also a nonprofit group that you can check out. Let's see. He works at, he basically preaches as Conto Chapel Missionary, and his group is the Conto Family Life Center. So if you want to donate, if you have the money to, please do. I don't know what's going on with my mouth. I think it's this model. It's a different model because it was supposed to be bigger. But for some reason, when they do bigger bodies, see, I'm not going to fight against this. You can't seem to get a bigger body and wear the cute clothes, unfortunately. It's a problem, and it is what it is. I'm a thick girl. I'm not really fat. I'm thick. And I don't want y'all to think I actually look like I have a huge chest and a tiny, tiny waist. My waist is small, but it's not tiny, tiny. Okay, and my chest isn't even that well, it is kind of that big, but my arms are big too. Okay, I'm just big. All of it's big. I just can't match it with this website. So I tried to use this model, and for some reason the mouth is irritating the shit out of me. I think I'm gonna change it. Anyways, here go the shit that we all love to see. Oh yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Everything going on with each of Diddy's children amid his legal issues. He's got too many damn kids. How the hell is he still rich? As the Diddler sits in a Brooklyn jail waiting to go to trial, his 7 children still have to lead lives of their own. Although they were recently seen hand in hand walking out of their father's pretrial hearing, they shortly had to resume their personal lives. They have personal lives? I didn't know. With that in mind, we look at all of the music mogul's children and see what they've been up to during what must be the most stressful time in their lives. I'd be more worried about myself, really. Because seriously, I'm sorry, I was trying to get out of that. I wasn't smiling. Seriously, I don't know. But this is one of his kids. Look like a whole white man. Shit. Quincy Taylor Brown. Diddy's oldest adopted son. His biological parents are Kim Porter and Al B. Sure. How the hell did Al B. Sure lose his kid to you? Once Diddler got together with Porter, he adopted Quincy and took him in as his own. The 33-year-old is an actor and singer who has had a long and successful career thus far. While he's released music during his career, he's more known for his work as an actor. Recently, he has a reoccurring character in Curtis 50 Cent Jackson's Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, which is ironic considering Fifth has been the biggest troll when it comes to talking bad about Diddler over the years, even before his legal issues. I don't know how that works, but the man got a job and the other man is putting money. That is kind of a flex, though. He's putting money in the pockets of his enemy. That is kind of a flex. You're taking care of someone else's child. Someone else's child. Justin Combs, born to fashion designer Misa Hilton, Diddy's oldest biological, isn't quite the entertainer like his other children. Justin infamously received a football scholarship to UCLA coming out of high school, which caused some controversy since he could afford to attend the university without a scholarship. He graduated from the university in 2016 with a degree in sociology. Yeah, why did you get that? I mean, I know if you work hard, but you don't need it. While he doesn't have much experience as an actor, he did make an appearance on Power Book 2 Ghost in 2021. Justin has also allegedly been caught up in his father's illegal acts. In Little Rod's suit, he was accused of engaging in illicit acts with ex-workers and underage girls per court documents. Christian Combs, is this the one that thinks he's a rapper? He looks just like Al B. Sure. Then why was he being raised by the Diddler? I still want to understand that one. The Diddler's first biological son with Kim Porter is the one that's someone cannot read. They fucked that one. Seems most to want to be like his father. He is a rapper, a very bad one, who has had moderate amount of success in his young music career. Now that is when I would question a person's mental abilities. Kane Combs has several popular singles he's released and appeared on, including Can't Stop, Won't Stop, never heard it. Love You Better, don't remember it. How You Want It, still don't remember it. Earlier this year, he released a diss track, Pick a Side, never heard it. Well, I heard it and it was horrible. Didn't listen to all of it. In which he takes shots at all of his father's haters, mainly 50 Cent, who has been trolling the Bad Boy Records founder for years. Along with his father and Justin, he was named in Little Rod's lawsuit, in which he was accused of drugging and actually assaulting a young woman. Sorry, mistalked. I mistalked. I really mistalked. I meant to say a woman. Chance Combs, she's pretty. Diddler's oldest daughter, Chance, isn't quite in the limelight like her siblings. She's the first daughter the mogul had with businesswoman Sarah Chapman. I hope you raised your child mostly. In May, she graduated high school at Sierra Canyon in Los Angeles, which has several notable graduates, most recently Bronny James. She's an aspiring actress and model who takes big inspiration from Zendaya, saying during an interview at the 2022 Oscar, she is one of my biggest inspirations and someone that I really want to work with in the future. Delilah and Jesse Combs, these are the twins. Oh, Lord. Since these two are twins, we're going to include them together. 5 months after Chance was born, Diddler and Porter welcomed this pair of twin sisters. Like their mother, Delilah and Jessie are both aspiring models who regularly take part in fashion shows. I think they in their life. I don't know, but I think. I am not saying it's fact. That's how I feel. Diddler's youngest and latest child is Love, who was born in December 2022 to Dana Tran, his side piece. As someone who is less than 2 years old, she's likely yet to get process what's going on with her infamous father. Where's her picture? There she is. Yes, she's mixed. And her name is Love. Who the hell named her? That is not a good name for you, not with your father, ma'am. But that's it. That's what you need to know if you're curious. I'm not that much, but I just didn't want to ignore the celebrity part of the news. So now let's go look into health. Oh, fuck. Wrong one.
We are at war.
It's World Menopause Day, and ladies, we have a lot to talk about. It probably isn't, but I thought it would be something good to talk about because I do have a lot of older women that talk to me, and they do tell me about how they wish there was more in the news and more in media about, going through menopause. So here you go, ladies. October 18th was Menopause Day. If you were biologically born, if you were born a woman and are of a certain age that falls between Gen X and Boomer, chances are you're either approaching, experiencing, or have surpassed the change. I'm approaching it, but I'm trying to hurry up and push out a few before it happens. Also known as menopause. If it's the former, you're not alone. Over 1 million American women will enter menopause this year. If it's the latter, congratulations. Can't wait to join you on the other side. For decades and likely centuries, the conversation around menopause has largely existed in the jokosphere. I hate these commercials. With tropes about hot flashes, short tempers, and arid undercarriages. Who can forget Clara Huxtable shoving her head in the freezer in semi-jest? However, both physically and psychologically, the reality of living through perimenopause and the eventual stages of menopause are far more confounding than we're led to believe, mainly because, like womanhood itself, it's unique to every woman. This is why we need to talk openly about menopause, and what better time than World Menopause Day. After many years of neglect, we have finally seen long overdue, unprecedented attention given to menopause in the popular media, empowering women to seek care for menopause symptoms, states a 2024 white paper published by the International Menopause Society. I did not write white. It's there. Nevertheless, many of us remain confused about what therapies are available, helpful, safe, and right for us. At 49, this is not me, this is someone else saying this. I am both a newlywed and, bless my husband's heart, a perimenopausal enigma. At any given moment, I'm freezing, then sweltering. I'm full of affection and attraction, but struggle with libido. All the thickness that once gave me a healthy Coke bottle shape now wants to migrate to my middle. We're fighting it out. My long, thick hair is now unquestionably thirsty and shedding in ways that alarm me and my hairstylist. I'm constantly misplacing things, my phone most consistently, and am often forced to remind myself why I've wandered from one room to the next. Sleep is as irregular as my menstrual cycle. After years of staving off unplanned pregnancy, I'm now hyper aware of my dwindling egg reserves. And yet, because it's also at an age where oopsies can happen as these now geriatric eggs flee my ovaries, I'm also on birth control in addition to HRT because ain't nobody got time for that when they're planning their honeymoon on their 50th birthday. Being in your 40s is crazy. Some friends are grandparents and some friends have newborns. Yeah, it is. Reads a popular meme circulating online. That's just the tip of the reproductive iceberg at this stage of life. In short, it's a wild and unpredictable time. As October 18th is annually recognized as World Menopause Day, themed this year around menopause hormone therapy, it's worth asking, why are so many of us still in the dark about the inevitable changes to our bodies and minds? Spoiler alert, women's health has rarely, if ever, been a widespread priority beyond reproductive debates. That's fucked up, man. We're still people. So I took to social media asking women in my circle to weigh in about the perimenopause and menopausal experiences, both expected and unexpected, with an hour. Dozens of responses flooded in. Every day is different, a sister friend commented. Understanding a new metabolism is a challenge. The body rejecting things that I could normally do before is a challenge. Grace and patience is key, she added. I'm 48 and waiting every day for it to end, said another. There are changes I was unaware of: hair texture, weight gain, muscle aches, and insomnia. Feeling lost, dazed, and confused. Where's my keys, my glasses, my purse? Ooh, in my hand, an acquaintance joked. I wish someone had told me how much the body rebels against my memory of it. Real talk, I wasn't expecting my mojo to wane, a writer friend shared as we mourned our elusive libidos. Others claimed theirs had unexpectedly been skyrocketing. Okay, no fault. No, seriously. I don't want to know about horny old ladies. I'm sorry. I don't want to know about anybody horny, but definitely I don't want to think my mom is somewhere being horny. Ew. For me, the most significant change has been mental. My tolerance and patience for bullshit is close to zero, another chime. My biggest challenge is sleep. I can't seem to get a full 6 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, no matter what I try. Girl, I'm on medication and I still wake up about 2 hours later. A college friend simply said, I want off this roller coaster of misery. Is misery all we can expect from menopause? Well, the good news is no. But the truth is that most of us walk into the phase of life wholly unprepared for the myriad and varied ways it might hit us or how long it might last. On average, perimenopause typically emerges in women's mid to late 40s, lasting about 7 years. Yeah, I'm almost there. Though it can extend twice that long before the requisite year without a period that marks the transition to menopause. And you don't have to be middle-aged at the onset. Any number of factors include fibroids, polycystic ovary syndrome, they thought I had that, cancer treatments, or just plain old biology can prompt perimenopause to begin as early as a woman's 30s. While the symptoms can be all over the place, for many, the biggest obstacle arises when trying to find proper diagnosis and relief, which is why we as women have to lead the charge in keeping these conversations at the forefront. No one is going to take our health and well-being as seriously as we will, or provide us with the language we need to advocate for. What we need, whether that's an over-the-counter supplement, cooling sheets, more advanced interventions like hormone replacement therapy, or all of the above. I honestly would give the advice of talking to more people going through this so we could form a community rather than trying to figure out things solo, said my sister friend. Everybody's body is different, but the support has been amazing. If you're in or on the verge of the change, the first and best thing you can do is arm yourself with knowledge to navigate it, in addition to informative podcasts, blogs, and a growing number of books on the subject. On October 17th, PBS debuted The M Factor, Shredding the Silence on Menopause, to help demystify the dialogue about the naturally occurring life event. Most importantly, don't underestimate the power of community, family, and even referrals, especially when a qualified specialist might come in handy. And remember, while you likely have little to no control over when and how menopause might arise, it's not the end of the world, just your period eventually. Embrace this powerful transition. Menopause is a time of empowerment, advised my cousin as we collectively commiserated. Find an excellent OBGYN that takes you seriously and believes you. We have to be our own best advocates. Don't leave everything up to doctors, she added, joking, and get fans for every room in the house, or just embrace looking like James Brown during many of his performances. Oh, damn. I haven't gotten to that. So happy Menopause Day. We're going to make it. And that's the lady who wrote it right there. Okay, not me. That's it for that story. We got one more on the health, and then we're going to check out this weird ass shit that always happens. And then after that, we out of here. What the hell is with my phone? You know, I always get the emails when I don't need them. Anyways, let's look at this. I hate this. Serena Williams is recovering, but getting better after recent health scare. This girl has it rough. This was reported on the 17th. You know, blonde hair actually does look good on her. I just don't understand those eyebrows. Health always comes first for Serena Williams. This week, the former tennis star revealed that a benign cyst forced her to miss the Glamour Women of the Year award ceremony. In a TikTok video posted on October 15th, Williams revealed that she recently had a bronchial cyst the size of a small grapefruit removed from her neck. Oh my God. How did you not notice that earlier? Back in May, I found a lump showing on my neck. I immediately went to the doctor, got on an MRI, and was told I had a bronchial cyst. Have you ever heard of that? Williams captioned the post. They said I don't need to get it removed if I don't want to, but it kept growing. Showing clips of herself in the hospital, Williams explained that she was initially mortified by the cyst when she found it months ago. After undergoing a series of tests and a biopsy, Williams eventually got the cyst removed. Per her doctor's advice, after seeing its rapid growth. Hell yeah! You talking about it's benign, but the bitch is growing big as hell. You done lost your damn mind. I decided to get more tests, and 3 tests and 1 biopsy later, everything is still negative. But doctors advised I get it removed ASAP because it was the size of a small grapefruit. It could get infected or worse, leak. What the hell you mean or worse, leak? If it's infected, it's gonna leak. Whew. I went under for it, but they had to put a drain in it because it was so much. But everything worked out. I actually had a cyst in my under my arm. I drained that bitch myself, honestly. And apparently the people that checked my arm this week when I went to the doctor did not find it. But seriously, I don't want no cyst on me. Fuck that shit. When you say I have a cyst, get it off. I don't care if it's benign or if it's my best friend. Get it off. Anyways. And I feel happy to have worked with some great doctors, a little scared here, but excited to move on to the next step of healing. Shortly after leaving the hospital, Williams was back to one of her favorite roles, mom. Closing out the TikTok, the recovering tennis legend showed herself in an American Girl doll store with her eldest daughter, Olympia. I want to see what she looks like now. Mommy is suffering, but mom has to keep showing up, she said, admitting that she wants to go home and pass out. Though she was able to show up for her daughter and is healing, Williams tweeted about having to miss so many things like Glamour Women of the Year awards and Rafael Nadal's retirement celebration. I'm feeling so grateful and fortunate. Everything worked out, Williams concluded. And most of all, I'm healthy. And there you go. That's it for health. There's a few things that kind of were weird to me, but then again, you know, I'm not going to say nothing. I have been under a lot of stress and my brain has been everywhere. So some shit might not work out. Your mom? Oh, Lord. Serena, may you have a speedy recovery. Yup. Man, I'm just saying. But anyways, let's look at this one now. This is the last one. And I'll give y'all, as always, my little 2-minute thing. And then, you know, I'm going to bounce. But before I do that, I'm going to do my commercial one more time. And then I'm out. So here we go.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with them racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Man, I'll tell you one thing. I'm glad I'm going out tomorrow to take care of some shit because I got to pick up some a new stash. I'm running out. Anyways, here we go with this weird shit. This was reported on the 16th. Some people just got too much time and money on their hands. Why would you do this? World's largest pair of jeans measures 250 feet long. Who the hell wearing this? Did you do it so a whole bunch of people could get in it during the cold? But it was done in China. A Chinese textile company assembled a team of more than 30 garment makers to break the Guinness World Record for the largest pair of jeans. The garment makers with Yixing Textile Company in Yulin City spent 18 days working to create the massive pants. 18 days. I feel like you forced some people to do extra shit they didn't need. Anyways, with measures 250 feet, 5 inches long, and have a waist circumference of 190 feet, 10 inches. Help me. Just help me. The jeans feature 18,044 feet of denim fabric, 25 feet, 59 inches of zipper, and 3 foot, 94 inch stainless steel button. I feel like this is such a waste of product. The tremendous trousers weigh in at a staggering 7,936.64 pounds. Who the hell moved it onto that building? Who the hell got it outside? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Hell, that's all I can say is hell. What the hell? God dang it. Something wrong with y'all motherfuckers. That's all I got to say. Something is seriously wrong with y'all. Seriously wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Something is wrong. Get on my goddamn nerves with this crazy ass shit. But that's it for the news I have this Sunday. If you are interested, as always, it is discussion Sunday. So if you want to come up here and have a chat with me about anything that I talked about or anything that's just bugging the hell out of you and you want to get off your chest and see how I feel about it, then you know how it goes. You got 2 minutes, and otherwise I'm out. So it is 8:14 right now over here where I am. At 8:16, if y'all ain't up here talking with me, then I'm out. That's how it goes. But in the meantime, yeah, y'all got any questions for me? Is anything wrong? You liking this? What happened? Oh, good. I still have my background music playing. Good. I didn't hear it. I'm still trying to get stuff working. I'm working on my graphics and shit, but like I only have one computer and 2 screens. I think I need another one, and I'd have to connect it. Oh, thank you very much. But I think I need to do something. I don't know. But you know, that's just how I am. So we got 1 more minute. If none of y'all want to come up here, that's cool. You know how I'll be gone. Just out. And that's what it is. But I will tell y'all, I am making things move a little bit. I spoke to another guy in another group for I'm trying to get a new job. Because I don't like being on leave. Got to go release some things. I finally might be getting on the micro dosing of ketamine. So in the next few weeks, I might change completely. I really am hoping for it because, as you know, I do suffer from a few mental illnesses. I am very high functioning, but yeah, I am considered disabled. And a lot of them have left me feeling very oppressed for years. Like I don't physically feel it, but mentally I have felt like I've been under like a lot of pressure, just pushing me to the ground. So I'm hoping, pray for me, guys. My 2 minutes is up, so you know how I do it. Jen, Terry, thank you so much for joining me in this moment of reading the news together. I really am hoping that more people will subscribe. Unfortunately, my numbers went back to 122. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm still trying. But at the same time, I'm not about to sit up here and get numbers because I had to change who I am. So don't think I might change up stuff, but I'm not going to change who I am. And I stand by what I stand. I'm not really all that interested in people's tea, people's business. I really work more on the grind. I need y'all to know what's going on. And that's what woke means. Freaking people the woke community is not what woke means. It means to know what the hell is going on, knowing what the hell motherfuckers are doing with their right hand while they're distracting you with their left. That's what woke is. And I'm not gonna stop that. I got some comedy stuff I want to do. I have to go fix some artwork before I can do my deep dive. I was gonna put it out Saturday, but then I realized I never went back and finished all the images, and I moved to a new I had to invest in a new tablet because my tablet won't even charge all the way now. And it's basically a Kindle now. It can't do much anymore. So I had to get a new drawing tablet. You know, I'm in a payment plan. So that is what it is. I gave y'all an extra minute. Apparently nobody wants to talk. So I love y'all. Without y'all, I'd be nothing. Please get my word out. Please share it to your social medias. If you know someone you think would be interested in the stuff that I do, please let them know about me. And I will see y'all later. So good night and take care of yourselves because I would like to see y'all again. Here we go, y'all. Where's my outro shit? I always lose my shit. Every damn time. I hate when this happens. Okay, there it goes right there. Good night. I lost it again. I can't stay.
No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road, I can't say. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul. On the road.